But he stood up and said, we are going to act because the United States government, standing for the things that we stand for, couldn't stand by silently and let hundreds of thousands of people in Benghazi be put to death. We couldn't let genocide happen in Benghazi. We had to protect the citizens of Benghazi from being killed by a tyrant. Now, if that's good enough for Libya, and the president is being praised for what he did, and he deserves praise, he protected innocent people. That's exactly the thing that the United States military might should be used for. Well, if it's okay to protect the citizens of Benghazi from slaughter, shouldn't we protect the citizens of Camp Ashraf from slaughter? Absolutely. And Mr. President, we never promised those citizens of Benghazi anything. We didn't promise them anything. We did it because it was the right thing to do. But there's another reason why we've got to protect the residents of Camp Ashraf. Because the United States of America, the greatest democracy in the world, we promised to protect them. We signed an agreement with each and every one of those 3,400 residents. If they gave up their arms, they would be protected by the American government. And Mr. President, not your fault, but twice the United States has failed to exercise its responsibility. In 2009 during the attack on Camp Ashraf, and again in April of this year. You all know, and I don't know if the President's aware, but we put it in our letter, that there were United States troops within a mile of Camp Ashraf this April. And an hour and a half before the attack by the Mالكي government's army, they were told to withdraw. To this day, we don't know who told them to withdraw. We have no idea. But we do know that it was a shame on the American record. And Mr. President, we gave our word to protect these people. We failed twice. We're not going to fail a third time. Because if we fail... So what do we have to do, Mr. President? In addition to the listing, we have to pressure the United Nations to move speedily. And if the UN won't act, we must. It's our moral obligation. We gave our word. So, Mr. President, we're not calling on you to do anything exceptional. We're not calling on you to do anything extraordinary. We're calling on you to do the same thing you did so masterfully in Benghazi and in Libya. We're calling on you to adhere to the values that you've so often spoken of so emotionally and so passionately. And most of all, we're calling on you to make good the promise that the United States government made to these residents. We can do no more, we can do no less. Let's honor our word, let's protect Camp Ashraf, let's delist the MEK, and let's begin the process that we hope someday will lead to a free and democratic Iran.
ايران اشرف